Hello and welcome to episode 31 of our Mashinky playthrough. It's a little later in the week this week. That's because I had to squeeze in a 3-part foundation. However, to make up for it, we're going to have a back-to-back episode. There's another one coming tomorrow. Not all bad. We are doing this. One thing I noticed when I was looking back at this, these are flipped. It says 20 goods and 50 steel. Down here it says 20 steel, 50 goods. It's this way around. However, I'm not entirely sure which way it's balanced for. So this might be tough. A little weird. Anyway, what have we got to do today? We have to make sure our iron train actually keeps up with the new level of production. We might need to upgrade that, which will be okay. We don't mind more iron. We might actually, looking at the balance of this, pull in some more iron ore as well on this platform here. How we'll do that, I don't know. We could have our fancy new auto assignments of platforms, perhaps. It might not be needed. We might actually... Oh, there we go. We're on to the next year. This time we've got to deliver... We'll go with this one, rather than this one down here. Just remember that these two are flipped. It's actually the other way around. 35 goods we've already done. 80 steel will be next. Our iron train is on his way. We do have stuff in the storage bays there at that platform. That's interesting. And he is full. He's definitely going to need to get upgraded, isn't he? Another thing I was thinking about. This steel train. It's never really stressed to the max. So there's loads of empty wagons on the back. And there are tons and tons, quite literally, of oil. Barrels of diesel sat on here. It is diesel, isn't it? Yeah, barrels of diesel sat on the platforms doing nothing, which we could turn into diesel tokens at the factory it goes to anyway. And what we could do there is possibly rework this train a little bit just to have a couple of diesel delivery tankers on the back and just take them here as well. We also have loads of goods here that we could ship out to this town, possibly. It's already quite massive. And that's an idea. Before we do all of that, we're going to let that run a little bit. And I think we're safe. We're over halfway supplied and it's only February. Jerry McKee had another good point to make in the previous episode, and that is old trains. Now, I just literally brushed them aside as purely aesthetic. I wasn't overly sure. However, what he noticed was if we go to our super duper old train here, there you go. A brand new train, all of this would be green and this would be your running costs. So this train is now costing us ridiculous amounts of money to run. Every time this little arrow fills up, which should be this entire section, we get charged 2 coins. I mean, technically we can afford it, but that's not how you run a business, is it? No. We could indeed take this in and maybe just replace it. Or actually, it'll be all of them, wouldn't it? Replace it with trains that are not going to cost us that much. It does mean that you have to keep an eye on the ages. Now, do we try and attempt the auto-replace function? I don't know. It scares me. I think what we'll do is we'll definitely send it to the depot. It should go into this one up here. Now, given that we are going to do that, we could possibly upgrade the track as well and send it barreling into the future. There we go. We're all in. And then you get some fancy new signals and you don't go really slow around the junctions. All brand new track for you. There we go. That did it. All of that did it. We're going to have to take all of these trains and replace them. Once we've got the consist though, what we can do is pull them into the depot and just duplicate the one we're about to do. Obviously we're not going to duplicate this train. So let's build us a new train. We had 91 capacity. That seemed about right. I don't think we need anything too fantastic with this. There's the train. What was its speed? 48 miles per hour. I'd like to pause it quickly, because we do have another train coming down the lane there. We can take a look and try and replace them with the modern versions of these steam trains. As you can see, the Bangle, which also costs probably less to run. It would be less to run, wouldn't it? Yeah, the combined pulling weight would be... oh, this doesn't do the math, does it? No. We've got to take 342 off there. So anything that's about that heavy on its own... Well, actually, these Sashas and Bangles, they're pretty decent, aren't they? We've got the BR3, that's far too slow for a long journey like that. I feel like we're missing something on there. Have we got a... We don't have... Do you know, guys? Goodness me, we don't have the extension on. It probably wasn't needed when we were doing this. Let's take another look, shall we? That gives us a lot more to choose from. I mean, we have this one, which is absolute overkill for what we're doing. It does only take 2 and 5. We could have less trains running, would be the other option. I mean, you're replacing 2 trains that are currently costing us 5 times what they should. Would that be right? Something close to that. So we could definitely go with the GM40P, but I still feel that's overkill. This is sort of tempting though, isn't it? It's a nice big run. Should we go for it? I mean, we could have the most impressive log train ever. Do you know, I'm just doing it. We're going for it, guys. We've got the cat. Well, we won't if we keep spending it like this, but we do at the moment. We've got throughput to deal with this. Plus, we're probably not going to need nearly as many trains running this now. So what we need is, this is logs. And the Nosinger, that's the one, right? I think this is only running the Studinger. Pronunciations are probably way off there. Luckily, we've got a load of lumber tokens now. So how much... Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing? Get up there. I guess what we should do is just sell this train. And then that will save all the dodginess. We know what it carried. It carries 91 and it's a much slower train. So what we need to do is go to... Is it info? And sell that train at the bottom. Finally! The Baldwin. Yeah, it's a Baldwin. There we go. Get rid of all of that. I don't know if there's a tidier way of doing that at all. I don't know how many trains we're going to need. That's for sure. Probably not many. Okay. Let's get back to wagons. We need to go back with this. There we go. So we're not even touching the sides on the weight at the moment. And there's the 91. Well, over 91. We're going to be absolutely ginormous. So 182 would be 2 trains worth, which is 4 locos. Yeah, this is a good move. I like this. In fact, how long can we have this? Goodness me, it might just simply replace all 3 trains. It's going to be ridiculously long, I get it, but 3 trains would be another 200 and... In fact, it does more, doesn't it? It does a lot more. We could maybe stick some coal on the back. I don't know, there is coal being produced. How's that? Wow, that was a fluke. There we go, take 15 coal. We can do something with that, can't we? Absolutely. Do we like that, guys? That is a monstrous train. It is 26.76. We might have to do some things. We can copy the orders of this train with the existing ones, so we don't have to worry too much about that. If we go to the orders and we add, where are you? You're up here. We add that train. They're fairly simple. You'll see we do have coal. Are we producing coal though? No, but we can start doing that, can't we? Now that we're doing all the shenanigans, which also suggests to me we should absolutely add a what you call it on it. What is it called? Signal box. Yes. If we had a signal box on there, because we're going to need to lengthen this platform. Definitely. Absolutely. Because we've got a massive train now. It might mean we need a bit of a wiggle. We're also going to have to do some terraforming, but that doesn't matter, does it, at all? Get in there. Alright, get the station on. done. And then we can just... Oh, look at that. Beautiful. We didn't even have to do anything fancy. I like it, guys. We're in. So we've got a longer platform there. Might as well do the same up here if we've got the room. Why are we sharing platforms? I have no idea. That's not really a thing we need to care about, is it? Shall we get rid of this? I think it's time that we started upgrading this line. There's definitely plenty of room. We're going to need to put a signal box on though. Extensions! We don't even have a freight station on there. That's wonderful. It's not though, is it? That's terrible. Let's stick a freight station on. And a signal box. Now we can extend these a little or a lot. Unfortunately, he's just coming into the station. However, that won't matter eventually. We can just go into there. We've still got the old track on here. I bet these trains are costing us a fortune. I wasn't expecting to do this. This is almost set up ready, isn't it? It's going to be nice that these are separated anyway. In fact, which would be the best way? If we move that up there, we can extend the platform now, can't we? Yes. We won't be able to extend it that way though. Which is the best way to extend it? It matters not, does it? I guess this way would have been better. Yeah, can we undo that? No, you have to delete them. That's fine, that's fine. We'll put that back in there. We'll extend them this way once he's gone through the station. I guess what we can do with our other trains now, because we're just getting rid of them. This one, right, get out of this mode. This one here, that can go to the depot. No longer required. They're going to tell us when they get to the depot anyway. That one can go to the depot. No more expensive trains running our line. This one is all extended now. And probably everything we'll ever need. Okay, so we're good to go. Have I started this train up? You can go. Let's do it then. Let's get going. All of our trains are heading back. We can start sorting out that junction. Press play there. That's been seen to. Here comes our new super duper long train that you're not going to see because we're in a bush. We've got much better wagons on the back and a much better loco on the front, and it's not old. I'm a little worried about the how we're going to manage upgrading all trains. If you're playing a long playthrough, that could get kind of tedious unless there's some sort of auto replace. That's worrying, just a little bit. I think it should be okay though. Is there an auto replace in here? It doesn't look like it, does it? No. So you're going to have to pay attention and hit this. Apply to all. Don't know, guys. I don't know. This just, it doesn't feel intuitive to me. It really doesn't. I'm gonna have to closely look at this. You can sort it by age and stuff though. There goes our train. It's gonna take forever for it to fill up. It's emptied the station here though. We could, to save money, tell this to wait until full. Maybe. That is an idea. One thing I did notice, another thing, I've been learning like all sorts of mechanics of the game. Having trains stop on wait until full, if we go back over here quickly, we'll sort that platform out in a second. But anyway, this train that waits until full, we do not get charged maintenance for that. I don't know whether aging still occurs, but we definitely do not get charged maintenance. So that's lovely. Right, let's get up to here. What are you doing? You're going to be coming around here, aren't you? Can we do it in time? Let's hope so. Yeah, there's going to need to be a wiggle here, isn't there? Right, let's pause it. I no longer want you to do this. We'll just send it out a little wider. It matters not, does it? Because they do indeed go a bit quicker. We want to extend that platform and extend that one. This one really isn't needed, but we're going to do it anyway. And then you can just go into there. Given that this is the faster track now, that should do, shouldn't it? That should do. I guess we could just upgrade the track. We still haven't upgraded it. There we go. Upgrade that. And this, and this, and this. Now that one's not going to need to be there anymore. I mean, we could keep it in. It gives us access to another depot if we should use it later on. Need to use it later on, but we can definitely upgrade all of this. There we go. It's just a small little network there. Brilliant. Right, that train's in the depot. We're going to sell all that. You have to do them one at a time. And there goes my mouse. No, it didn't break. Right, we got rid of all of that. So there's just going to be one super long train running this now. There he goes. He's finally carrying coal as well, which I almost forgot about. Which means we can upgrade this, can't we? To have... Wow, you don't even have drying storage. Well, I think we add that. And we definitely add that as well. There we go. Lovely. These trains are going to have to be replaced. They're going to have to be. These are going to be Bangles, aren't they? Absolutely. Yeah. We'll make Bangles their primary train around there. Well spotted then. On the aging, because that would have cost us a small fortune if we weren't careful. Especially on trains that start to take diesel. We can confirm the running costs by going up to here. It seems to max out at this with just one pip remaining. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's costing us a fortune. Yes. It's knocked off 80%, hasn't it? There you go. Yeah, look, 400 it's costing our running costs. That's crazy. I don't know why that one's a bit cheaper. I guess how the year fell, but it shouldn't cost us 400, that's for sure. You're going back to the depot. We have a new layout up here where they don't trip over each other, which is wonderful. We do have a freight station on here, so that's nice. Right, we're good. We're good to go there. We shouldn't see any problems. We'll have to change these, though, at some point. Will that help this train? It's carrying 157. As long as this platform doesn't fill up, we're still running the same sort of setup as we were before. I feel like we could maybe ditch one of the log wagons and stick another coal one on there, though. We'll see. We'll see. We can tweak it, can't we? Because it can stop by the depot before it does another run. We'll spend extortionate amounts on those for now, and we'll replace them because I want to go and take a look at the what we were doing last week, and that is this whole setup. How is our iron train keeping up? It might not be. That's good news. Who was going through a tunnel there? I can't see who that was, but someone was honking their horn, weren't they? So this train, we let that drop the rest of the stuff off. I'm going to say we're going to have another one of those fancy trains, or a Sasha, one of the two. It doesn't matter, we can afford it. What do we got here? 2 trains are waiting in depots. 2 trains? Who's the other one? I don't know. Is it these 2? Is that what it means? I don't. Get rid of this. Or is that the old message didn't go, did it, when we deleted it? See, there's not 2 trains at all. Right, we've sold everything. Are we? We're almost towards the end of the year. We could move on to the new era. We can absolutely afford it. It's not going to cost us much at all, is it? No, we could absolutely afford this. But I'm a little hesitant about moving on before we've completed this quest. I don't know whether that will break any future quests. We are going to be halfway through this, and it would be nice to tweak it regardless. Not that. What are we looking at there? Oh yes, I remember that. That's the whole messy oil thing we rushed together. Diesel and oil. Where's our train? Is he on his way back? Right, you need to go to the depot. We're gonna boost him a bit and give him a bit more capacity. You go to the depot. Fortunately, wagons, I do not believe they take any more. He's 16 years old, and he's not started to degrade yet or cost us more. So the lifespan of some of these trains is unknown. I don't know whether it tells you anywhere. I'm sure it will begin to turn orange at some point, and then that's when these start to drop off. Right, you're in. We're just going to replace the locos on here because he has the best carriages, and then we'll see how much more we can carry. Currently he carries 88. So if we... I would like to pause it though because we're losing throughput. Let's go... What are you doing? We need to click on the depot, man. Sell those two. Let's get rid of them. And let's get us a couple more engines on here. Now, I feel like going for this is not a bad thing at all, but it's a little run, isn't it? What's the carrying difference on this one? 650 tons. What are two Bangles? 390, 7 something. Yeah, we'd have to use one of these. Go for it. Go for it. Can you go on the front here? Absolutely you can't, and you're just going to keep incrementing that number. Alright, we'll throw them up there then. There, we're on. Can we carry any more? I mean, we're faster, so that helps. Yeah, I believe we can fit another one on there. The fact that we're faster, it will help as well. Can we fit one more? Oh, no, you can't fit one more on. Maybe a Shoestel 2? We'll put that on the back. There we go. 863. We carry 102 now, and we're much quicker. We're much quicker, and it's quite a distance. I'm gonna guess I just lost all the orders. Yes, of course you did. Right, let's set the orders. I don't think it's that difficult really for it to work out. It's just going there to there, isn't it? Yeah. Right, you go. Off you go. That should give us more throughput on our iron, which in turn will increase the throughput of our steel. And we've increased the throughput of our iron ore and coal. Oh yes, here's that. Oh, he's just left again. I was going to show you. Oh, you're running fast, aren't you? Soon you will not be, because you'll have emptied all the stocks there. And he'll sit there costing us no money. Or perhaps not even aging, I don't know. I don't know. Technically it would still age, right? It would still age. What train are you? Oh. Auto, get rid of these, please. There you go. There's our steel train. Again, we could send him into the depot. It would be a bit of a mission to get into any depot. We could have a depot out here, technically. Could you imagine playing this with... There's a mode to play with only one depot. That would be an absolute nightmare. Absolutely. No rail network of this size would have a single depot. That's just ridiculous. I mean, it would certainly be a challenge, though. A logistical nightmare, I would call it. There we go. We have quite a bit more iron on there. How many we got left on the platform? 151. But he is going to be quicker now. Quite a bit quicker. He does almost double the speed. Oh yes. He's going to be doing this whole loop just a touch quicker. Brilliant. We could put coal hoppers and stuff on here. I feel that's a little overkill. Yes, it would get them through faster. However, they're not really being taxed, are they? No. I mean, it might help for the coal train, because the coal train's doing a couple of different things. We could drop off its remaining goods here after it's been to the steelworks, because currently it just goes round that way and back in and passes through here anyway. So currently it's going there. So after that station, yes, it's entirely possible we could add this. I'm just a little concerned on how we will get there. But it is possible, isn't it? If we go down to there as his next drop-off, he'll then drop these all off. Do you know what? Why not? Let's do it. Let's add coal hoppers, because we can afford it, to this one. And let's add iron to that one. Why not, right? Why not? They look cool anyway. I mean, we could also add a signal box. And that gives us future improvements available where we could extend the platforms. Or just build out wider. There we go. Should we also have a storage thing? I'm going to just do the lot. I'm doing the lot because we can afford it. Can we have it like that? That's kind of cool. Well, we could have it up here as well, couldn't we? There we go. Put you up there. And then you're next to the factory. We've got every extension required or available. I like it, guys. We've got the throughput through the roof. Yes. Where's our train? He's already up here. I have noticed something though. We are lacking signals on this section, which is going to block our trains. Shall we sort that? We need one there. Oh, not that way round. One there. Yeah, I never noticed that, which means we need one there. One there. Might as well have a clearing one. There we go. That should be better. Have one there, why not? We are nearly... We'll end this episode heading into the 5th year. And then we'll see what our new goal is, and hopefully we can meet it. Like I said, I would like to add some oil onto the back of this train and drop a couple of these steel wagons. I'm just not sure what's the best place to do it. Getting into there is going to be a nightmare. What I'll do is I'll set us up a depot here before the next episode. Tomorrow, hopefully. Let's keep an eye on this, shall we? How are you doing? You're going to store quite a lot, aren't you? You're going to store up to 750 iron, which we're never going to see, and 1,500 each of iron ore and coal. Beautiful. Look at that train going back there with... He has a load of stuffs on him. We don't actually use all of that at all. Not even close. This is chock-a-block now, isn't it? Absolutely. And so is this one. Well, that's good. That's how I wanted this to work. However, is it? It's kind of a little... we're wasting a lot, aren't we? Running that train like that. It might be better to just sit here and wait until that's empty. No, because then that one won't be empty. Fine. We'll pay through the nose for that. I just like this being topped off, both of these, because it's helping the throughput. So how much do we carry now? This train is like excessive, really. We don't need it. We could probably cut it in half, couldn't we? That way we've got... we'll only need one of these on here. That's an idea. Because half of that's only going to be it's still going to be 104, and we're not even close. And this is possibly running maximum now. Let's check. You have all the extensions. You certainly do. Yeah, we'll probably do that, right? Cut this train in half. We're just throwing money down the drain. Here we go. We now have to do... Look at all the goodies we've been earning, though. We now have to do 55 goods, which we've already done. We're now making headway into the 120 steel by the end of 1988. Really am tempted to flip into the next era. I think it's safe to say we're going to manage that okay. Because, yeah, we've got actual steel waiting on the platforms now, rather than this train getting here and sometimes it was empty. Or next to empty. There we go, this train is pulling away. We're taking lots of coal. These trains will head through here a little quicker. He'll head through no quicker because he's not affected by coal or iron hoppers. But he does have a decent amount to pick up. There you go. He'll pick up 102 there. That's nice. Brilliant. That has been episode 31, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. It was a little bit of a tweaky thing, and we learned about aging. Aging is going to punish you. Absolutely. You're going to have to keep on top of that. We're going to have to keep on top of that. And I'm definitely going to think about replacing the plank end of this situation that we've got going on to the tools. I don't know what else is around here. Nothing of interest for us, I don't think. But yes, these trains, this whole thing. What I'll do is I'll replace these with some bangles before tomorrow's episode, so that we don't have to worry about that. And I'll think about sending us into the 6th era, finally. The 5th era, not the 6th era. That's not out yet. When it is out, we're going to continue this map, though. It should be timed okay-ish, about right. Anywho, guys, where should we go? I just saw loads of little boxes in there. That's so cool. Let's leave us with the ginormous new logging train heading down. Where are you? Where are you? I've lost him. He should be coming back this way, right? There he is. There he is. A massive logging train. We'll wait down here because it's quite busy. He's going to come barreling through here. Our lovely bridge there. Yes, so that has been episode 31. There was a lot of tweaking to do there, wasn't there? Absolutely. And I'll see you tomorrow, if all goes well. Internet allowing me to upload. I'm going to go away and record that after this goes out. I'd probably be tomorrow, just before it goes out, in case you've got any nuggets of wisdom. That's not a saying. So on that note, until next time, take care.